what better way to kick off Valentine's Day than to leave your wife of several decades to go and marry someone else who you've never met and only been talking online? That's the way. That's a great Valentine's Day kickoff, isn't it? Thank you to Arena for the suggestion. Let's get into it. Wrap it up. It's Valentine's. Stay safe. No STDs.
I'm broke. They took everything out of me.
Wow.
That's what stopped me. I ran out of money.
Okay, let's just stop right there because your smile already has pissed me off. No way have you just admitted that the only thing that stopped you from progressing further in this relationship and sending more money, which understandably would be you running out of money. Fair play, Mr. Man. You're on to a great start here.
She basically, to me, she looks like a model.
Right.
She looked beautiful on the outside, and I think in the inside her heart is just as beautiful.
Well, okay, well, it's a man sitting in his underwear, but okay. Not
My wife
Robert.
knows about Christina. She cut me off all the joint accounts. I have my own account.
Hello, everyone, and welcome
Rightfully
back
so.
to another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com.
She still does, in fact, tells me she loves me, and she does want to get together with me.
Right. When's that?
It's possible that I could leave my wife for her.
Nice.
If we were compatible, and I was better off with Christina than I am with my wife.
Nice. Nice. Robert, nice. Don't get me wrong, right? Let's play devil's advocate here. If you find someone that is more compatible with you, more often than not, people just leave. I mean, that's the sad fact about life. Someone can find better, right? But Robert, in this instance, we're gonna find out that absolutely nothing is warranting him to think that they, as in him and Christina, are compatible. I feel sorry for his wife because the way he's talking, she's a plan B, right? Yeah, you just wait there, right? Wife of several decades, just wait there. Because this woman here, who is much younger, when I find out if she's good for me, I'm off. Skedaddle. Skirt! Get a grip of yourself here, Robert. And I wish you did. Because maybe this problem would have been solved if you just took a good long grip of yourself. By the way, if I talk slightly weird and my mouth is like not moving and it looks like I am AI, it's because my mouth is like just absolute in bits. But life, it's not an STD.
Today's episode, we speak to a man named Robert who has thoughts of leaving his wife for a woman he met online named Christina. The biggest issue,
as we all
he's
do,
never met her in person or even talked to her over the phone. Robert has sent over $30,000 to Christina to help her get out of the Ukraine. He wants us to verify his online lover and the other 20 women he has reaching out to him daily.
Oh, wow. 20 women plus Christina. So you got 21 women. 21. If you ask Robert, 9 plus 10, 21 women. 21 women. Wow, Robert is a playboy, right? Absolute stud, as the kids call it. Stud. I feel sorry for the wife. So genuinely sorry. Because I can't believe her marriage has descended into this. Not only is Robert cheating with 21 women. It's a man in his underwear, on a laptop, possibly surrounded by his friends with their shit-stained boxers. There's urine everywhere because they don't have time to go to the bathroom, otherwise their boss will slap them. It's a great time here, honestly. Are you having a great Valentine's Day? Drop it in the comments below. If it's the morning and you've had a great Valentine's Day already, then cheeky. I know what you've been up to, but let me know.
Without further ado, let's jump into it, Seekers. Real quick, guys. Don't forget to like,
As
comment, and
always,
subscribe. Your comment
go do
and
it.
like could help stop someone from being scammed.
But you already
Let's
are.
get into it.
Hello, social catfish. My name is Robert.
Say
I
hello
live
to
in
me as well.
Arizona. Been here for about 6 years.
Nice.
I am married for 20 years.
Right.
I met my wife. We were back in New Hampshire at the time.
But I'm gonna pause it right there because I've just thought of this. Doesn't he just look like Dr. Phil if Dr. Phil had no money?
And we met like a social gathering. It was like a Super Bowl party.
Oh, it was recently the
She's
Super
a
Bowl
real
as well.
nice woman. She's actually a registered nurse. She does hospice care now, so she takes care of people on their deathbed, basically. And she's the main breadwinner in our house.
Robert, what's going to happen here then? If she's the main breadwinner, where are you going? Is Christina going to look after you? Because I'm sure every young woman wants to take care of an older man in this day and age. Robert with the smarts, ladies and gentlemen. He's not just good looks. He's got a brain up there. Also, isn't it ironic that it's usually the victims are... When I learn how to speak English, one day I'll be a good YouTuber. Isn't it ironic that the victims usually are nurses, but this time it's the victim's partner that's a nurse? I absolutely feel it in my soul that I'm going to have absolutely zero sympathy for Robert. Every time I say absolutely, take a shot of water, you'll be hydrated for the rest of the year.
Our physical relationship, to be honest with you, is taking a big hit. I think she's reached the age. She's 70.
All right.
She's reached the age where that is not as important as it used to be.
Right.
So that's kind of why I think I'm looking for friendship.
Okay, so you're looking for friendship, but you send 30 grand because that's how friendships work. Great thinking once again here, Robert. You really are a smart cookie. What is it with these victims that always point the finger? It doesn't matter if they're a man or a woman. Yeah, my partner, you know, the sexual aspect, it's gone downhill, so therefore I must now go and look elsewhere. What is it? What is it? It's always either the women who are victims say that their husband has erectile dysfunction, or now we've got Robert saying that his wife has reached the age where sex is not really an aspect, I guess. But Robert, I am no love guru. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. But goodness gracious me, if a woman doesn't want to have sex with you, then I think that says more about you than it does her, because you simply do not turn her on. Let's look at it like this, right? If the water is not flowing, you cannot take a sip. That's the best example you're gonna get out of me. But if you put aside the dirt, humor, toilet thing, the toilet humor, if you put that aside, literally, if you do not turn on your wife, she does not want to have sex with you. I think you're no spring chicken yourself here, Robert. So if you are horny, right, to the point where you think you can boink boink ooga with an 18-year-old, or however the hold, give me a second. If you think you've got the distance to go and boink boink, right, with a younger woman, I would love your confidence. I was almost said young man, but...
Despite trying to work through their problems, Robert and his wife gradually started growing further and further apart.
Right.
My wife and I we've gone through a lot the last couple years, and it's been tough on our relationship. Our marriage is not perfect, as you well know. No marriage is. We're two different people. We got married in 6 weeks after meeting each other in New Hampshire, so we didn't really find out much about each other and just decided to get married, probably for the sake of hormones. So what made me turn to online dating is I think I was looking for.
I don't care what you're about to say, but what did he just say? Can someone, fill me in there in the comment section? Not in my asshole. We got married because of hormones? As in hormones within the body, the brain? I don't understand what he said there. Someone fill me in.
We didn't really
Also, has he just
find
always
out much
had a
about each other
moustache?
and just decided to get married.
It just,
Probably for the sake
it's just
of
on his
hormones.
face.
So what made me turn to online dating is I think I was looking for friendship.
Right,
Somebody that was interested in,
because
me,
that makes sense.
both mentally, emotionally, and physically. And that's what I was not getting from my wife at the time. We were just kind of like business partners or roommates.
Robert started his online dating journey in October of 2022.
Right, I'm gonna stop you there because slightly you look like a serial killer in this picture. What is going on here? You just said you went onto online dating for friendship. This doesn't make sense. Please, I understand it's the marriage has gone downhill and you are drifting apart. But if you're going to cheat, essentially, please end the marriage. Oh, but guess what? You cannot. Because she's the main breadwinner. Where's the dough gonna come from here then? You can't get a pizza to rise without the correct dough. So, Robert will not rise in life.
What?
Claims he never opened a dating profile and that the women he would talk to reached out to him through his Facebook account and email. Out of
Okay.
all the hundreds of women that reached out to him,
Hundreds.
he started to fall for one.
So I met Christina Stepanko.
Nice. Christina.
She was from
It's great.
Kyiv, Ukraine.
Great.
On October 21st, 2022. And she reached out to me and she asked me if we would like to get to know each other better in an email. And she sent me a picture in an email of her.
Oh, in
So
an
that's how we got
email.
started.
Sorry, but how did she find you? I'm really confused here because if she messaged you on email by saying you're handsome, well, that's a bit concerning because is a picture on email a thing? Maybe I'm being stupid. But here's a fact for you. If someone messages you and says that you are handsome, you are beautiful, etc., take it with a pinch of salt because what are your intentions here? Because we've jumped straight into judging the appearance, right? Nothing good comes from that. You haven't even asked me for, how was my day? Stop it, everyone. Be aware.
So Christina is 42 and she is a medical worker.
Okay, well, 42, that's a bit better than the 18 that I stated earlier. But if also someone sends you just randomly a picture of themselves as the second message, that also should get your alarm bells ringing. But dirty Mr. Robert, ding 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 ding, there is no bell other than the one downstairs that is thinking in this situation.
She has jet black hair. She has emerald
I don't think
green
that's
eyes.
black, but okay.
I mean, she always had nice clothes. Makeup was perfect. To me, she looks like a model. It felt like to me as I was talking to a real person. Very personable person, very nice. My favorite is that she's very open.
Right, is there any music
Candid.
here or what?
She's sweet. She liked hiking and walking and everything. We had a lot in common that way.
Sorry?
It started out with, let's just be friends.
Right.
She's in Ukraine and I'm here in Arizona, USA, and I'm thinking, well, we're miles apart. I thought it was really quick. She claimed that she loved me in 3 days, and I go, man, how can you fall in love in 3 days?
That's a good
and she
question.
goes, because it was love at first sight, because we exchanged pictures. And I said, man, not me. I mean, I wasn't even close to being there in the beginning. So it was really quick for her.
So you didn't think this is weird, no?
Looking for, eventually marriage. And she knew I was married and I'm older.
Oh, so well done for at least playing up to some sort of morality in this situation. You know that I'm married though, right? Why didn't you say that from the beginning? That you first got this email? Huh? You dirty boy. Answer me that. You are scum, Robert. I'm sorry if that seems harsh. But after that long, you are married and you're just throwing it away now because a woman has sent you a picture. Sorry, no, a man has sent you a picture of some random woman, and you can try and act as if you're innocent here, and oh, I'm married though, right? You do know. Don't try and save yourself here, you piece of shit.
Oh, and she would tell me, she still does, in fact, tells me she loves me and she does want to get together with me.
Wow.
She just came across as somebody a caring person looking to get out of the war and come to the U.S. She looked beautiful on the outside, and I think in the inside her heart is just as beautiful. That's how.
All right. The beautiful heart that doesn't give a shit that you're married and is happy to break up a 20+ year marriage. Yep. What a heart of gold, isn't it?
On February 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine. The invasion has resulted in tens of thousands of deaths. Christina claims she was caught in the middle of it all. Aside from their romance, Robert felt he had to rescue Christina from the Ukraine at all costs. She would explain the horrible living conditions she had to overcome every day.
What I really came to figure out is because she was explaining to me that sometimes we couldn't talk because they didn't have power, no internet. Sometimes they had to go into bomb shelters. So then I realized, well, not only is there's another situation is that she is in a war zone, and I just felt whether we got together or not, I was going to help her anyway. It was just an automatic thought. It just hit me, and I'm still the same the moment it hit me today as I was then.
If this man takes the money that the wife is earning from the job to take care of them both, if he uses that money, I swear, I might eat my own fingers.
Never asked me for money. In fact, I volunteered to give her money
Here we go.
to help her out to get out of Ukraine.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
I sent the money to her lawyer, like I mentioned, the 1800.
All right, she has a lawyer, yeah.
Bitcoin after that. The money that I sent was really all the money I had. It was my personal money.
Right, I'm gonna pause it there because I'm a bit confused right now. Is it a normal thing that just random people in regular life just have a lawyer on standby to receive money? Why does she have a lawyer? You didn't question that? Why does this golden heart, great personality person have a lawyer on standby? How is she paying the lawyer? Is it a family friend? Why does she need your money if she can afford a lawyer? Why does she need bitcoins? How does bitcoins get her out of this country? All relevant questions that I don't think Robert asked.
Trying to be a good Samaritan, helping this woman out.
Oh,
in my
yeah.
mind.
You
It got
are
to
a
the
great
point
man.
where there were so many different problems and spending so much of it. I'm taking from our savings account, which I would never do, as I go over $3,000 from our joint account. And then I even borrowed $3,500 thinking that, I can fix this. I'll just throw some money at it. So bus fares would be $700. I need money
Nice.
to eat. I'm in the hospital. I paid off her hospital bill. And then it would be, she had bought two
Nice.
airline tickets.
Right.
I called the airline and found the first one was fake. So I figured, well, she made a mistake, and then so I had to buy another airline
Right.
ticket.
So, the woman can't afford to eat, but she's got a lawyer. That's really great planning, Christina. Great financial planning you've got there. Really, really looking after yourself with the lawyer there. So once you hear that someone, their airline ticket, the plane ticket is fake, what makes you think, oh, it's just a mistake? I'm just gonna, oh, that's right, your dick.
So it just kept going on and on. She was back and forth between being arrested in Germany for a fake ticket when she took it from Ukraine to Germany.
How?
And it just was one catastrophe after another.
What happened to her good
In
heart?
fact, I went down to Tucson Airport for
She's a
2
criminal.
weekends in a row, booked a motel room so I could stay overnight, and checked the flights because all of a sudden I lost contact with the original Christina. And it got to the point where it's like, but you're still not here. You're still not here. And you wonder how I could have gone on this long, but I kept trying to get her here.
Robert's wife has removed him from all their joint banking accounts.
Good.
She found out about him sending money to Christina when she logged into their savings account and noticed thousands of dollars missing from the account.
Pig.
He even sent money to Christina for this U.S. passport
Nice.
so they could finally meet in person. But it wasn't enough to get
Does
her
that
out
look
of
real?
the Ukraine, and she still needed more money for lawyer fees.
Who is this lawyer? Why do you have him?
Quite honest, I felt in my mind and heart that she would pay me back. I'm broke. They took everything out of me. There ain't no additional
Why are you
money
smiling?
to give. That's what stopped me. I ran out of money, over 30 grand.
Nice. Great job, man.
My wife knows about Christina. Basically, I said that I was trying to help this person, this woman from Ukraine, get to the United States because she was in a war zone.
As we all
Well,
are doing.
my wife is not jealous over her. I've always told her the truth. I never told her about Christina being romantic. I think she's a woman. She's not stupid. She probably assumes that that's part of it.
Shut the hell up right now, man. You said you were honest with her, but didn't disclose the fact that you were talking with her a bit romantically. Christina was sending you some loves. I'm in love with you, Robert. You didn't disclose that, so where was the honesty here, you pig?
That I would be able to replace it before she found out about the savings.
Oh, that's
Took about
honest.
3,000 or a little over 3,000 out of the savings.
Such
She cut
honesty.
me off all the joint accounts. I have my own account.
Good.
She buys the food, but I pay for I have a truck payment. So
Brother, I'm so sorry right now. Now, I don't know if this is gonna make me sound like some sort of I don't know what's the word, but we're just gonna roll with it and you can comment what the hell ever it makes me seem like. If my wife is the main breadwinner, she buys the food that we are eating, yeah? The food that I have the luxury of eating because I'm sat on my ass at home. I'm kissing your feet. Head to toe, heads, shoulders, knees and toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes. I'm kissing and licking everything, bro. Don't even have to ask me twice. I'm doing everything for you. I'm bending over backwards, all sorts. Yeah, anything and everything I'm doing for you. But you, the smart man that is Robert, decided, forget the breadwinner. Somehow, I will become the breadwinner for this woman in another country. Please, if you are in a relationship and sometimes you feel as if you are taking granted the person that you're with, tell them you love them, kiss them, do more if you wish, but please cherish what you have, because this man is an idiot.
pay so much a month on that. So I'm no longer on any of her accounts, which I agreed to. I said, no, you're my mistake, and no problem.
Well done.
Robert still believes Christina is real and is hopeful that he can get her out of the Ukraine.
But he's
and
still
into
continuing.
safety. If he had more money to send, he'd dish out even more to help her get home.
Like I said, my heart really was and still is trying to help this woman get out of Ukraine. And if she's for real, I will not stop until I help her out.
Okay.
Christina came to Arizona and we physically got together, it's possible that I could leave my wife for her if we were compatible, and I was better off with Christina than I am with my wife.
Look, I understand some people, you're just not compatible, right? But there's a certain way to go about these things. If you feel, even after that long in a marriage, that it's not working, right? Okay, cool. Go through a divorce, go your separate ways. But to cheat first, and then say, hold on there, I'll come back to you if my potential partner on this side is actually good for me, then I'll go, but if not, then I'll come back to you. You're just screaming scumbag, bro. Like, honestly. And here's another thing that I'd like to point out, if this was a real scenario. If your new partner, right, leaves and cheats on their partner and then subsequently leaves and comes to be with you, are you secure? Are you safe in this new relationship? Don't you think in the back of your mind that, oh, they did it to her, they did it to him, they can do the same to me? I don't understand that, but I guess it's not real in this case. So Robert clearly doesn't really give a shit.
And I still believe that the original Christina I met is real. We could fall in love, and I would eventually marry her after I got divorced from my wife.
All right. Well, we had some work to do, Seekers.
No, listen to the way Drew said, well, all right. I know deep down inside he does not want to help this man, right? But for the sake of professionalism and YouTube, we have to keep trucking on, which is ironic because he mentioned something about trucking. How about you are a trucking dickhead? That's...
Stop it. Get some help.
We gathered the team to go over all of Robert's
I hope the
information.
wife never
He had a
watched
ton of
this, by
different
the way.
images we had to look into.
Pig. Well, look at me, 21
So
women.
this week, our case, his name is Robert. He's been talking to this woman who he thinks is in Ukraine. Her name is Christina, but something that I found really odd about this case is that Robert is still married.
He said that if she turns out to be real and she comes over here to the States, he did mention that he would leave his wife to be with her.
Something I'm a little concerned about is how transparent he is with us, but is he being open with his wife?
No.
Is she aware of his connection?
Of course
and
not.
to what depth that connection is?
So I'll start looking into that.
She would have left him.
And see what we come up with.
That's what I
Robert
think.
had women contacting him left and right through his Facebook account.
Sure.
But we focused on the main women he was communicating with. We had to break down all of Christina's photos first. This was the woman he sent $30,000 to. Make sure you stick around until the end. Robert will open up more about the women that he's in contact with.
Right, I'm going to pause it there because I need to rewind and look at the absolute sheer viscosity of this man's mustache because I saw handlebars. You see them handlebars? I think it's a fitting time as ever since we've mentioned handlebars. Get a grip of yourself, Robert.
This is great banter. It really is.
We'll open up more about the women that he's in contact with.
So this is why we're here,
Where is
because
he?
I want to know, and I appreciate you guys' work on this.
What's up with these girls trying to call you, by the way? Talk to me about that.
Some with money, some with no money, some that have to start over again. I have a black girl. She is a dynamite. She's awesome. I mean, physically, she's brown sugar, man. She's like the best.
And we'll try to get him to understand that these women are not who they claim to be. Let's jump back into it, Seekers. After a few days of digging, it was time to sit down with Robert for the first time. We felt we had all we needed to get him to come to terms. If you've made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and
Unfortunately, I
subscribe,
have.
guys. We appreciate you so much.
Do that to this video
How you
as
doing,
well.
Robert?
I got some girl that's trying to call me.
Oh,
What's up with these girls
Crazy.
trying to call you, by the way? Talk to me about that.
So I'm on Facebook, and all of a sudden, I get these friend requests. I got so many that I have to wait till they're 2 weeks old before I can say, okay. Then they flood me, and they all want to marry me. It's like, what?
Like what? That's crazy. You know, Ice Spice? Like what? Think I'm the Someone explain to me where he is. I'm assuming we're going to find out where he is, but... has the wife thrown him out? Is that what we're about to see? I still can't... Like, this man should be worshipping his wife, by the way. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm not a Robert. I'm not a playboy like Robert.
I mean, I'm no Bossa Nova. I'm no Romeo. It's like, what is this? When I was young and I could handle about 10 of them, I never saw any of these girls. Where were they?
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
So-
like, I don't get those people contacting me. Drew doesn't. So why do you think
Cap.
they're going...
Cap, they're both wearing caps. So Cap, I know Drew is absolutely swimming with plenty of fish. You see what I did there? Also, David, you're married. Got my eye on you.
for you?
I do a ministry, like I try to pass Bible truth and stuff. All I want to do is just give them a witness and say, you know, you got a future, bring them hope, happiness, and say it's better than taxes and death.
What are you talking about?
I think some will, you know, they're just looking for money, obviously. We know the scammer, this whole thing with this Ukrainian bit, you know, that was a scam. But the original girl that I started with, she is true. She still contacts me. She still never asked me for a dime.
The thing is, you know, you came to us. We have a YouTube channel. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah, I know what you guys are about, and I understand that.
So when we played your video back, we noticed that you're married. Can you just kind of walk us through, like, how...
Did you hear the sirens in the background there? I wish the police came and swept Robert off of his feet like Christina did. Married. I don't think we can just gloss over. I need to repeat it several times. The men on this show, 99% of the time, they are scumbags, bro. I don't understand what is going on.
Just kind of walk us through, like, how your relationship with your wife is, and we get a pretty good amount of views on these videos. People are going to ask those questions, so I just want to give you the floor to explain.
Of course, she's beautiful. She's young. She's 42 years old. She's a model. I mean, the girl is absolutely pristine, beautiful girl. So I'm not dead yet, you know, I'm not...
Shut the hell up right now. You're not dead yet, but inside your personality might as well not be there. It's in hell right now. What? I've never heard someone... Now, we've heard these men describe these women as if they're meat, right? Listing off every single body part and how nice it is. But I've never heard someone describe a woman as pristine. Is she a car? Have I just wiped the desk over there? Squeaky clean. Oh, it's pristine. No, it's Christine. Robert, you scumbag. You can tell a lot about the man, or anyone for that matter, by the way they describe other people. You can't fool me. You really are a piece of shit. How you were married for this long in the first place is beyond me. But fair play. Well done. You are a leech.
I'm not dead yet, you know, I'm not, you know, and I appreciate beauty just like the next guy. So as far as my marriage goes, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still here.
Why?
But going back to Facebook, what I was talking about real quick is that, just to be honest, I don't contact none of these women. They contact me.
Wow.
I believe it. I think that's what we're getting at, is that, like, why do you think, like, a 40-year-old model is like, out of everybody in the world, there are like billions of people in the world, why are they reaching out and finding you and reaching out to you directly?
You know, they all tell me, and I believe it, not all of them, but majority, say they don't like younger men because they screw, you know, they cheat on them.
Wow.
And most of the stories, now, you can't believe every one because that's not true. But the majority, and you know, if I was to take a poll, most of them say that they get cheated on because the young men are, you know, Their hormones are running, and they don't really care what they do as long as they get what they want, right?
Oh my god, that was like a gift that just kept on giving, right? Santa has well and truly emptied his sack all over me, and I know how that sounds. Wow, so they don't like to be with younger men similar around their age because they get cheated on. The men are cheaters. But then you, as the older man, you should set an example, right? You are the epitome of a good, loyal man. You can't write this stuff.
Young ones too, so they like an older person. They know they can trust an older person. They know they can be loyal.
Oh yeah.
That's just coming from them. It's not my words, but it's their words, you know.
Definitely.
So, from our understanding in the video, you had said you'd leave your wife if she's real, she comes, right?
Well, here's how it would work. Let's just say I meet her and she becomes, we're compatible in person, you know, not over Skype, not texting, but we're personable. Yeah, I'm most likely, I give it a 50-50. I still don't know. I said that before too. I still don't know if I'd leave because I've never met the girl.
Do you know how insane this is to hear so openly someone talking about their partner and their marriage in this way? Do you know how insane this is? This like a Black Mirror episode? Is man like being punked? Where's Ashton Kutcher right now? Is the Impractical Joker's gonna bust through this door? I can't believe this. You're saying 50-50, and then after this you're gonna find out it's not real, you've been catfished, but then willy-nilly, you know, great, nothing's happened, I'm gonna go back to my wife. This is insane, bro. Where is he, for the love of God, as well?
You know, it's like you and I are talking. I hadn't had a video call from her. So I know more of you than I know of her as far as seeing them face to face. You know, so it's kind of hard to predict something that you really don't know. You got to realize that I'm older. I've been married 3 times. This ain't my first rodeo. I know what I want. And if I was to give up where I'm at now, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a big horse to do it.
Yeah, so what are the things that you want? Like, what are you wanting out of life now?
I basically want somebody that's really physical, you know, in a relationship, physical relationship. Somebody that's over the hill in love with, you know, and I wouldn't give up what I got unless they can fulfill those shoes.
So,
brother, everything you're saying, why don't you just put it bluntly? You want someone that can fill you up in poor choice of words, but you want someone that can get your dick wet every day. That's basically what it is. You want to give your little 2-inch wonder, you want it stroked every day for 30 seconds because, let's be honest, realistically, you're not going to be Mr. Stamina here, are you? You're not going to be the 60-minute man. That's me, damn it. Woo! It's not, for clarification. I'm unfit as they come. But just say it, be honest. You're honest about everything, but you're beating around the bush, quite literally here, that you just want something physical. No, you want your dick wet. You
talk to your wife about, I mean, because it seems like you've had a relationship for a while, you know what you want. Like, have you talked to her about, like, those needs?
No,
I mean,
that would be
going
too
to talk
easy.
To people online?
My wife she's almost 71. She works very hard. She doesn't have a lot of energy for that kind of stuff anymore, you know. It's not her fault. She just, the old days, your guy's age, you could just say, hey, baby, let's do it.
All right.
There's no instant pudding, you know what I mean? I think the thing that...
Well, shut up as I stop you once again mid-sentence, and I don't care. If you think that younger women also, if they don't have the energy, will not say to you, no, I don't have the energy, let's not do it tonight. If you think that's, you know, just because they're younger, right, they're gonna always want to ride the saddle with you, My goodness, you just have a very twisted and warped perception of life. Young or old, doesn't matter. If a man is tired and doesn't want to have sex, they will not have sex. Shock horror, Robert. You think Christina is 40-ish years old and she just doesn't get tired? No, she's always ready. Woo! Let's go, Robert. I really want your 1 inch inside me. Yes, I've decreased you, Robert, because by every minute that passes, you are losing 0.1 of an inch. By the end of this episode, you will have nothing. And you will genuinely have nothing right now. You are not a man, alright? You are shriveled. Alright, maybe I'm going too far into this. Which his 1 inch will not. No, but seriously, you are disgusting, Robert. Like, all jokes aside, what you've put your wife through here. You've been married 3 times, so I don't even know what you've been doing for all your life, but
the only thing that's helped us, I have to say it this way, is that our faith, faith in the Bible, it's a faith thing. A 3/4 chord is hard to break. So you got God, you and your spouse. That's kind of how it works.
Oh, right.
But, as of late, one of the things that, has affected me is looking for the physical relationship part.
Look, I can understand that, right? Let's not beat around the bush myself here. Even I look like a bush, some might say. I can understand it, right? If your relationship is lacking in the physical aspect, granted, maybe it can lower your love for each other, but I guess every relationship is different. Some relationships, even despite the presence of physical love, they still love each other emotionally, if that makes sense. And the relationship is just fine. Hopefully that makes sense. So I guess every relationship is different, right? I can understand that. But not to get religious, because I refrain from getting religious on this channel, especially regarding debates, etc. But you are not setting a good example here by talking about the Bible, etc., whilst cheating on your wife. You might not think it's cheating. You might say to yourself, nothing physical has happened. But emotionally, you have cheated. And dare I say, emotional cheating is worse? Perhaps physical is bad, but emotionally, if you're somewhere else already, hopefully that makes sense. I waffle sometimes, so I don't really know, but yeah.
And, it's tough. I've got a lot of prospects. I mean, more than this Ukrainian girl.
I mean, Christina is beautiful. Her friend Melissa is obviously attractive. What other types of women do you have in your DMs?
Some with money, some with no money, some that have to start over again. I have a black girl. She is a dynamite. She's awesome. I mean, physically, she's brown sugar, man. She's like the best. But what can I say? But, I don't want to hurt anybody, so I try to keep them all going, and I can't keep up with them anymore.
So, okay.
We got to get into this.
We have to get into this.
Let's talk first about the boarding pass. We actually ran the ticket through our...
As he said that, my TV began the countdown to turn off. So, you've upset me, you've upset your wife most importantly, and damn it, you've upset my TV.
And we actually found a match, which is not a good sign, just so you know. It means that the image that you got wasn't unique, so the ticket originated from somebody posting it on TripAdvisor.
Okay.
Do you know what
the next thing that we wanted to go over was the email, Christina's email. So we ran that through our website, and when we looked it up, we got no results on the email. This
emailing each other
means that this person just created this email. This person probably doesn't exist.
Okay.
When looking up an email on our website, it's a huge red flag when you receive no results. 99.9% of the time, an email will have what is called digital footprints. When you sign up for a phone service, email list, even social media, a record would show for an email. So if you get this message, you're either talking to someone that's trying to mask their identity, is extremely private.
What was that?
Or just made
So
this.
sorry, but what the hell was that? Did I just see something flash? It wasn't me, I tell you that. Let me rewind very slowly. What is... It's OBS. Someone has left OBS in the edit. Guys, what is going on?
Private or just made this email.
Do you remember getting this visa? Why was this sent to you?
I asked for it, I think. That's why I got it.
My fellow Americans.
We ran it through a visa status check.
Is that real?
And it came back as invalid. These visa numbers do not exist. And actually, when you're looking at the visa numbers, they must be exactly 8 characters with letters and numbers. This does not have any letters.
That's good
Obviously,
to know.
what I'm getting at is
the future.
This visa's fake.
Okay, that's good. I mean, you know, not good, but it's real.
Why do you think up until this point you've gotten nothing but fake information from this person?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it was fake or not. I just, that was the visa that she sent me. But that's definitely from the real girl, supposedly. So, you know, so this is why we're here, because I want to know.
But they've told you.
And I appreciate you guys work on this.
It's fake.
So this visa is fake, so that may lead to more problems, you know?
Wow.
The more information we uncover...
E.g., she might get arrested, like how she got arrested in Germany for having fake tickets. She might get arrested for having a fake visa, Robert. I love how he's still trying to hold on to the hope that Christina might be real. Don't let the dream die, Robert. Always believe in yourself. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling.
Lead to more problems, you know?
The more information we uncovered, Robert realized that everything Christina was telling him was a lie. We ensured we found every woman in all the photos he sent us. He was about to hear the truth about Christina.
Yeah, so this is the actual stuff that you've probably been waiting for.
Do you know what I've just realized? Sorry to pause it as the hunk of a man Drew is talking. But not only is he cheating on his wife with this imaginary character called Christina, but he's cheating on the imaginary character called Christina with 20 other women as he dangles them because he wants to keep all his options open. This is like cheatingception, except it's like if Leonardo DiCaprio was on drugs and just... That was like, you know, I'm on drugs. Whoa. Not literally, though. If any law enforcement are watching this, any FBI watching me through the cameras, I've pointed there. There is no camera. Camera? There's no camera there. I tell you that much. I sound like the pig in Looney Tunes, the one that hunts. He's not even a pig, I don't think. Wow. I'm very much painting myself in a bad... Am I 5 years old?
Multiple image searches, and we found multiple women in your case. This is Christina's friend. Why did Melissa get in contact with you initially?
So weird.
Yeah, well, she got in contact with me because she was looking for romance on Facebook.
No,
Then
so you literally are
she
cheating
asked
on
me
Christina
for some
as well.
money, and I thought, screw that. You know what I mean?
So this
Nice.
woman in this photo, her name is not Melissa. This is
Oh my
adult
God.
film actress Kendra Lust.
Kendra Lust.
She's a very common used face in romance scams.
I don't know who Kendra Lust is, by the way. I just said like, oh my god, Kendra Lust, because like, what a name that is. Never heard of her.
Let's hop into Christina. So we ran a reverse image search on Christina, and things were a little off as we were running the reverse image searches. There's actually 3 women 3 other women's photos that she's using.
What?
When you look at their facial structures, they're completely
Oh,
different.
yeah, of course.
What caught my eye was all her photos were like posed. She was always dressed up.
Got you. When we ran this woman's photos, this was a OnlyFans actress named Madeline Monroe.
Madeline Monroe.
Her name is not Christina.
Yeah.
The second person is a lady named Florina. She's a fitness influencer. And so she looks completely different from the other two. And that's the one that's laying down in the bathing suit with the dog next to her. And now you can see where we're headed with this. We obviously have 3 different women. And to the last
I tell you how, and I think it's pretty obvious, because the arse is out in the pictures, and he's absolutely gripping himself, going to town. That's how.
Most images from the one with the black hair and hazel eyes.
Yeah, no,
So
that's
stupid.
the picture. Yeah, that's the girl. I sent a lot of pictures of this girl.
Her name is Yevgenia. She is a makeup artist from Russia. And so this is her real account. And her name is not Christina whatsoever.
You see how she's always dressed up, so that kind of, you know.
What?
It's not like she just woke up and, you know, no makeup. Oh, I'm going to bed now. Pictures.
What do you want about?
So it did raise a little bit of a flag, but I just figured, I don't know.
Oh, so you wanted the proper, like, intimate pictures before she sleeps, after she... You wanted that kind of stuff, isn't it, you dirty pig? How much more? How much more can I call you a pig? Tell me.
Have nothing
You're the whole
to do with
farm
the scam.
right now.
They have nothing to do with the people behind the profiles of Christina or
Let's end this,
Melissa.
come on.
Their photos were just stolen and used to get you to send money.
It's pissing me off too much.
You can tell that the research that we showed Robert hit him hard.
So?
What he once thought was an inbox full of beautiful women was now an inbox
Should
full
I feel
of
sorry for
lies.
this man?
We see this all the time. Once this scammer behind this fake profile knew Robert was willing to send money once, his Facebook was flooded with fake profiles.
He went
So
crazy.
we just launched this new tool. It's called Unfraud It, right? And
21.
so, like, we do these videos every single week. We have hundreds of thousands of people that come to us and need help, right? And so we built an artificial intelligence tool called Unfraud It, where you can drop your conversations into this tool.
I still don't know where he
is. You can
is.
even upload images, passports, contracts.
Where is he?
And we'll tell you if they're real or fake. So basically, it's like you sitting down with us right now and
Look,
us.
I must ask this again, because every time they mention this tool, I have to ask this. Let's say someone literally messages you this and they're real. What then? Someone might genuinely ask you for iTunes gift cards and they're a real person. What then?
Spending hours and hours doing research with my team.
Oh, gosh.
But you have this access to this artificial intelligence tool.
Kinky
moving forward.
Kathy.
You can use it for free. It's our gift to you.
I love it.
I understand being in a relationship and having wants and needs and maybe not having those fulfilled, right? So
No.
I don't understand where you're coming from, but I have empathy with you where you're coming from.
No! Maybe. I mean, am I backtracking right now? Did I say I empathize with him? No, I mean, I understand, right? As David said, I understand. You obviously, in a relationship, you have wants and needs. But you communicate them. Babe, I'd like us to be more physical more often. But then also, which is the side I'm leaning towards more, if your partner doesn't want to have sex with you, cool, sometimes they'll be tired, right? But I believe that if you make your partner feel loved and do it out of your own kindness of the heart, right? Don't just do it because you want sex. Actually love the person oh my god, actually love them. That's the key thing here. But I feel like they will make time to be intimate with you and have sex if they feel loved. Does that make sense? At least that's what I learnt back at the uni. I sound like Helen, but yes, I went to uni. Or did I?
These online relationships are not real relationships. These are people trying to get into your pocket, trying to steal your identity.
He doesn't
trying to
have
get
money
from you. There's ulterior motive here, and they're all stealing
It's
other
his
people's
wife's
pictures
money.
it's just not realistic for hot younger women to randomly message older guys.
Yes.
And
Say
it
as
seems like
is.
they've manipulated you into thinking like, hey, look, these younger men cheat and blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying sometimes that doesn't happen, but I am saying that it's just not realistic for, somebody that's in their 60s or 70s to have, hot young women knocking at the door left and right. And I think
if you call these women hot one more time, Brianna will knock down this door, David. Watch your mouth here.
giving you a false perception of like what's truly happening. This could
I don't like how
potentially
he's
be
just
extremely
smiling.
poisonous for your marriage, because in one end you're like, man, I need this, like, I'm not getting this, and then on the other end, they're all fake people just trying to get in your pocketbook.
Makes sense to me. My pride isn't hurt or anything like that. In fact, it's kind of a relief knowing that.
Oh, good for you.
I don't want all this attention anyway. These fake people are, they're sucking up all my time. So, relief. I'll just shrug them off, say, don't answer them back, and delete them.
You literally went online and accepted the friend requests. This thing is f***ing me, I tell you. But you literally went online. First you wanted online dating, and then you accepted all of their friend requests. So what do you mean you don't want this attention? You also said you kept them dangling because you didn't want to upset anyone. So once again, how can you say you didn't want this attention? If you truly wanted friends, right, you go to a bar or something, or like a football pub, pubs that showcase sports and stuff like that, and meet someone who is, not going to cheat the relationship, the marriage that you're currently in, right? That would make sense. There's no thumbing up. I've absolutely lost my head. There is no excusing what he's done, right? I can understand you wanted more physical love, but this is just all wrong. So I don't feel sorry for you.
You know what happens? Like, we've talked to a lot of people in your case, and they take up so much of your time, they isolate you from real life. And that's what's happening. And so if you can cut off contact with these people, make your Facebook
Let's not
account
make excuses.
private, you can live like a real life and travel like you want to.
Let's not make excuses.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Travel with what? His wife's money.
My main reason, and I got caught up in this, is, like I said, it's for my ministry. It's taboo for me the way I'm doing it, but now that I've kind of got immune to all this, and it doesn't affect me personally, but now that I know 99% of them are scammers, and it's been proven, what helps me now is I can just give them a witness, and that's the end of it. I won't answer them back unless they say, well, I'm interested, and there might be 1 out of 100 maybe.
Bro, this man is infuriating me, because he's just said that it's taboo. So back to the religious side of things. But if it was taboo, it didn't become taboo just last night. It was taboo the whole time. So you're only saying that, it's taboo because you found out that they're fake. But now he's saying 1 in 100 might actually be interested. So he's still holding on to that small chance that he can escape this marriage that is so bad for Robert. Oh my God, she's the breadwinner. I live a good, comfortable life. I hate it just because sometimes she's too tired to have sex. Oh, my eyes.
Robert, they're fake. I'm just being real with you. They're fake. If there was a ministry of hot women coming to hear about the Lord, sign me up for that. But
hey!
that's not what's going on.
I still can serve a purpose. There may be 1 in 1,000. Maybe there's more.
Bro,
maybe there's a percentage.
He's just
small,
digging himself a hole here.
Person, that I saved their life. Like if I was on
you ain't Spider-Man,
bitch.
Ambulance
and fire rescue, and I saved a life, I would feel. You would too. We'd all feel good about it.
You know what I would feel good about, Robert? Like I would feel good like if I helped you in your wife's relationship. That's what I feel good about. And I think like And man to man, just being like candid with you, like I appreciate you wanting to serve the Lord and do this, right? But serving your wife is pretty honorable too. And I don't think you sitting here talking to all these random women online is only about religion. Serving your wife is even more important. So take that advice or don't, but like I'm just gonna be candid with you just as a married man. Whether you listen to my advice or not, it's really up to you.
I agree. Yeah.
What do you agree
that's
about?
Good counsel. That comes right from the Bible itself.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, you
I
could.
know. I take your responsibility. You get misled like I was. Thank you very much. I can take it. You know.
Let's get you set up with this tool, Robert, so that no matter who you're talking to or dealing with online, it's not just for romance scams. It's for you get a text message and you don't recognize. You get an email.
Look, I mean, if
you have any doubt, you drop it in this tool.
If anyone called Kinky Kathy messages you, probably take it with a pinch of salt because your parents have named you Kinky. That's a joke gone too far.
Evaluate the tool for you. It incorporates the knowledge that we have as investigators, and it incorporates the tools that we've built internally.
Wow.
So I think it will change things for you. We wish you the absolute best of luck, and we'll stay in touch if you have any questions, okay?
I gotta use that right now and go through all these lists of these girls like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that, man.
Yeah, that's okay, because every time they come in, I will check them and say, and like you said, 99% of them are gone. They'll be gone, but they still got served. And that's my job.
All right.
What are you on about, man?
Nice talking, Robert.
Always 19. What's this shit?
Take care.
Robert
Get
has
off.
a lot to learn when it comes to the internet. We suspect he may be involved in more than just romance scams. When we looked into his Facebook, we found 90% of his Facebook friends were fake profiles. Do you think Robert will ever learn?
No.
Let us know in the comment section below.
No. Robert stated that he and his wife are committed to improving their relationship. While we can't speak to the intricacies of their love life, we sincerely hope that things improve for them. Bro, the wife might be committed, but she might be committed just because she doesn't know that Robert is out here doing a madness.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We release new videos
Monday?
every Wednesday.
Oh.
If you are trying to reach out to us to verify...
If I see any of you on this, I will cry. What did we learn from here? I think the main take point from here is that if in any relationship, right, it can be platonic, you and your besties, if there is any issues, any complications, anything that you are concerned about, raise the issue, hash it out, come to some sort of an agreement, and keep it stepping, right? And in the case of a marriage or in the case of a romantic relationship, brother, if it ain't working out, leave. Don't go through and jump through so many hoops. You know, who remembers hula hoops? That's a tangent. I love hula hoops. I want one right now. One specific, just one. But don't be jumping through hoops to justify you talking to so many other potential partners and then saying, oh, but if it doesn't work out, I got my wife, I'll just go back. That's so scummy. It's unbelievable, bro. I can't put it any lighter than that. I can, but, we don't really keep things PG here. So, don't be a Robert. How about that? And men, stop being shitheads on this show. Because genuinely, 99% of the men, and now I sound like Robert, 99% of the men on this show, they are such pissheads, right? I'm calling you everything that comes out of a human body. Shithead, pisshead, bogeyhead, earwax head, tearhead, because you make me cry. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I anticipate it's longer than usual because I feel like I've been sat here watching Robert for what feels like 10 years. I'll see you guys on the next one. Happy Valentine's Day. If you are having a great time, great. If you're having a not so great time, believe me, Valentine's Day is just a day. It's just another day. Take care. Peace. If you want to watch more, whole bunch here. Look, when the hair starts releasing itself from me, then you know I've been here too long.